Hi everyone, welcome to Downward Dog Rising. It's Tracy here. I'm going to give you a Yin Yoga workout to replenish your energy, to replenish your mind, and to replenish your spirit. It's raining out there today, so I didn't go for my run, and I just decided to stay inside and work out all day long. So here comes a yoga workout for you. Let's get started. I want you to start off, we're gonna lie on our back. So, we're gonna slide down to our mat, reach behind your thighs, slowly resist as you come all the way down. Crisscross one ankle over knee. Reach under the bottom thigh, flex your feet. And then just feel how you're releasing, easing the tension out of your hip and your glute. Your lateral hip. Allow your back to gently fall into the mat. And breathe. Just let the energy unwind, pent up energy. Lactic acid, metabolites, anything built up in the muscle, the byproducts of working out, just let it all go, let it release as you take in your next in-breath. Just breathe. Enjoy the moment. Sometimes we just don't take enough time to stretch. So every now and then it's good to slow down. Have an active rest day. You could stay here, or if you wish to go a little deeper into your glute muscle, switch your hands from behind the thigh and move hands to mid-shin, mid-lower leg. Hug in a little tighter, and you'll feel it right away, right at the top of the thigh where it goes, hamstrings go into your glute. Just feel that deeper stretch in your glute. This will gently press your low back into the mat too. Take a few breaths here. One more deep inhale and softly, gently release. We're going to set that foot down to our mat and just switch sides. Ankle crosses over knee, above it. Hug under, flex both feet, and just settle in, breathe. Just relax. If there's any tight spots, inhale into the tightness. Direct your chi energy to that spot so you can release, get the blood flow, the nutrients to that tight area. And then you could carry out the byproducts, the metabolites from that area. Just ease it on out. Breathing in, breathing out. Just let your hips stretch, release. If you want to go a little deeper into your glute, if your glute feels particularly tight, take hands from behind your thigh, slide down to the middle part of the shin, hug in, and just slowly breathe into that sensation. Keep the top foot flexed. Feel the low back stretch even longer into your mat. Let's do one more deep inhale here. And softly, gently release. All right, crisscross opposite ankle over the other knee again. And keep your two hip bones straight, aligned directly above you. And I want you to tighten abdominals to your back. Squeeze this bottom glute. And then I want you to, without putting weight in the neck, I want you to lift up your hips and really turn on this glute. Keep the hips aligned. And then you're gonna bring your hips. Now really tighten the core into the spine so your spine doesn't wobble side to side. And then we're gonna go slow, really tightening the core into your back, trying to get both sides of the paraspinal muscles to turn on when you're coming down to resist the negative force, resisting that gravity to bring you back to the mat. Tighten your core in, engage your bottom glute, keep the hips level, rise up. Now really scoop the core tight to your back. Tighten in. Now bring your hips straight down. Trying to get rid of that sensation of wobbling side to side. We're just going to do 3 more of those, then we'll switch sides. So tighten in, engage your glute. Straight up, glutes same level, hips align. Now really tighten the core to your spine, squeeze your glute, and then come straight down. Feel those obliques. Feel oscillating side to side, getting rid of it as you slow down and bring pelvis to mat. 2 more. Squeeze core in, glutes engaged. Inhale, now really scoop the core tight. Hips come straight down simultaneously. And let's just do 1 more of those. Squeeze glute, tailbone reaches away, chest is lifted. Squeeze your glute, tighten the core, and come straight down. You may have noticed some of your vertebrae adjusting. You might have felt little pops here and there. Now bring your foot down, realign, hips are straight. Remember, no weight in neck. Neck is flat so you don't put pressure in cervical spine. Crisscross. And then your hips are aligned. Make sure you don't let one glute fall lower than the other. This bottom glute, engage it, squeeze it, turn it on. Abdominals, draw in, feel the back, imprint the mat because you scooped in so much. Now squeeze your bottom glute, elevate up, hold. Now really tighten the core to your back. Scoop in and come straight down. Trying to get rid of the wobbling side to side. And just notice what happens. I actually felt that under the left shoulder blade. So you could be surprised on what's going on in your body when you pay attention. Tighten in, engage your bottom glute, lift, press into all 4 corners of your foot. Keep squeezing your glute. Now really tighten the core to your back. Lower down with control. Scoop in tight. Straight down. Woo! We're going to do 3 more of those. Notice how this side feels. Notice which side wobbles more. Tighten your core. Engage your glute. Lift straight up. Really stretch your tailbone away. Feel those obliques. Tighten your core in. Now resist and lower straight down. Core is engaged. Straight back down. We just have 2 more sets. Notice if one side is less stable than the other. Engage your glute. Scoop the core tight. Bridge, tailbone long. Now really tighten the core to your back as you lower down. Tighten in. It's work. Come straight back. Excellent. Last 2. Squeeze your bottom glute. Scoop in. Lift. Lengthen spine. Tighten in. Come straight to mat. And then let's just do 1 more of those. Chest is open, no weight in neck. Scoop core tight, lift up. Tailbone long, your glutes engaged. Now tighten your core to your spine and lower straight down. Tighten in. That was work, wasn't it? And then gently release. Excellent. So now that you release that leg, you're going to take one knee, crisscross over the bottom. Okay, so notice which leg is on top, which leg is on bottom. Top of head stretches away from your tailbone. Butterfly your arms by the sides of your body, so you just open them onto the floor. Your chest is open. And then I want you to just gently start to swivel, doing a spinal twist. If you have herniated discs or osteoporosis or degenerative disc disease, please limit. Just go a little bit modified. You'd have space between the bottom of the rib cage and where the hip bone, anterior superior iliac spine, where that is. And you would just hang out there and breathe into that space, and they're creating a little length along the side of your lumbar spine. And that's all you'd have to go to get some benefit without overdoing it. And then if you can proceed, keep both shoulders on the mat and just stretch wherever you feel comfortable stretching to. You could stick a yoga block under your knees for more support. This feels good right about here, so this is going to be my point to stay at, and just hang and breathe. Feel how you're opening across your shoulders, your chest, your lumbar spine supported. Both shoulders are on the mat. Breathe into the space mid-back between your shoulder blades too. Kind of unwind the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Unwind in between the middle back. Head lengthens away from your tailbone. Create a little length. Get some blood flow through your spine. Especially if your spine feels stiff from sitting for too long, either at the computer or driving. One more deep inhale here. And exhale, softly, gently release. Return to the center. We're going to uncross that leg, maybe bridge up, reset, so your shoulders are directly under the hips. Lower the pelvis down. Bring this leg, this knee, directly over the bottom one. Again, head away from tailbone. Gently cactus your arms into the mat. Chest is wide open. Modified, you're just going to come like a little bit to one side until you feel a slight stretch between the bottom of the ribs and your hip bone. And you would just stay here and breathe. So you get some space along the side of your spine, especially for one of your hip hikes. It's nice to get that spot in the spine to release that quadratus lumborum muscle. And then if you're able to twist further, it doesn't bother your back and you're okay with it, then maybe put a yoga block under your knees as you swivel. Keep both shoulders down on your mat. Your knees don't necessarily have to go all the way to the ground. See where you're at in your practice. Keep both shoulders against your mat. And really feel a deep stretch along this other sideline. Breathing in and breathing out. Sometimes you'll even get the stretch going as far as up under that armpit, even into the fascia. Just breathe. Chest is open. You can feel muscles releasing gently. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, I think, so happy Mother's Day to all of you moms out there. Hope you enjoy your day. Have a beautiful day. Take some time. Do something nice. Feel ribs and hips separate. Breathe into the space, low back, center of spine. Breathe into space, mid-back between your two shoulder blades. And one more deep inhale here. And gently, softly return back to the center of your mat. Excellent. All right. And maybe just do a little tiny knee sway side to side. Just let that low back release gently. And then softly hug knees to your chest, release spine. Low back just sinks right down into your mat. Two more inhales. And one more, breathing in. And breathing out. Excellent. Okay, so next, I'm going to have you roll to one side. And then once you roll onto your side, I'm going to ask you to use your bottom arm to support your head and your neck. And then you're going to stack your knees and your ankles. You could even have your bottom leg go straight out. Reach for your ankle or your foot. Reach and elongate the tailbone away from you as you press both of your hip bones forward. And I just want you to get a gentle stretch down the front of your hip and your thigh. And you're just breathing in, breathing out. Make sure there's no pressure in the knee. Point the knee down away from you. Press both of your hip bones firmly forward and let that tailbone stretch long. Just want to give you a hip flex or a quad stretch because those can get really tight. Feel the openness across front of shoulder, collarbone. Feel ribs expand, breathing in, breathing out. This will help us prepare for our bow pose later. One more time, breathing in, breathing out, and gently release. Okay, so we're gonna come on to our abdominals. And then I'm gonna have you gently Do the same leg. You're going to reach back, grab your ankle, relax your forehead on back of hand, really stretch and elongate your low back, your tailbone away from you. Now maybe just lift a little bit off the floor, grabbing your ankle, keeping your pelvis, your hip bones steady, stable, straight, and just breathe. Maybe you'll grab your ankle, flex your foot, go a little deeper into your hip. Hip bones stay on mat, leg can lift, hip bones are down, tailbone's long. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe you'll even lift your heart a little baby bit to extend your thoracic spine. Drop your chin slightly forward to the front of your neck. Tailbone long, scoop core to spine. And slowly release down. Rock your pelvis side to side. Gently, we're going to press into our forearms, bringing our elbows directly in line under our shoulders. Pull heart through arms, coming into our Sphinx. And then we'll do those 3 stretches on the other side. Chest is open. Push down firm into those forearms. Your legs reach long behind you. Core scoops in. Your glutes are working a little bit to help support your low back. Create some space between your spinal vertebra. Feel those abs stretching. You can let them go for a second, kind of stretch in there. And then if you want extra lumbar back, low back support, scoop them in. Support the spine. Let's do a little neck stretch. Tilt one ear slowly towards shoulder. Feel opposite side of neck stretch. Breathe. Come back to the center. Now slowly stretch opposite ear towards shoulder. Other side of neck stretches long. And then gently come back to the center. And just gently let that back stretch a little deeper. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel heart pull through the arms. Slowly lower down to your mat. Take your hands under your shoulders. Gently push to your hands and your knees. And now just going to come back into a little rest pose for a second. Pull heart forward. Slide those sits bones behind your body. Bring forehead either to the mat or to a yoga block. Take a couple breaths here. Feel that low back open apart. Pull breastbone forward. Lengthen sits bones behind you. Feel the armpits stretch even. Balasana, rest pose. One more deep inhale. Slowly bring hands under your shoulders, rising up. Excellent. Okay, now we're just gonna face the other direction on our mat. And then we're gonna stretch the front of our other hip out so that we can get our quad and hip flexor to stretch a little deeper. You're gonna point that bottom leg straight, maybe straighten out both legs so you stack them and just relax your head on your bottom arm. So your hips are squared, facing straight forward. Now really elongate your tailbone away from you. And then I'm gonna have you just fold the top leg back so you could grab your ankle or your foot. And to keep your knee in alignment, the knee is in alignment with your hip joint. And then sometimes this side's tighter, it's harder to get into position without having my pelvis rock and roll around. So now tailbone stretches away from your center to protect your lumbar spine. Press your 2 hip bones forward. There shouldn't be any pressure under the kneecap. If so, reposition. Hip bones roll forward. That helps get your spine aligned, your pelvis correctly aligned. Knee is in line with hip socket. Tailbone stretches long. And just breathe. Feel chest, collarbone widen. Press hips forward. Breathe. Those quads and hip flexors, psoas, can get super tight in there. From running, from cycling, from hiking, from sitting, from martial arts. Keep pressing hip bones forward. One more deep inhale. And exhale softly, gently release. We're going to extend that leg long. Excellent. Now we're going to turn onto our abdominals again. Bend your bottom arm. Now stay on the same leg like we did on the other side. Your hip bones are pressing forward down into the mat. And you're just stretching your low back away from your navel. Reach back. You're going to grab either your foot or your ankle. And then I'm going to have you press hip bones into the mat, core scoops in, tailbone stretches longer even, and just gently start to lift the front of your quad off the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Keep those hip bones secure. Low back is supported. If you wanted to go deeper into your hip, flex your foot, lift a little higher. Maybe lift your heart off the mat, get a little middle back, thoracic spine extension. Hold here and breathe. You could scoop core tight, giving your low back extra lumbar support. Make sure that knee doesn't splay out of line of the hip socket. Keep it in narrow. Open your heart. One more deep inhale. Softly exhale, release your leg and rock hips side to side, release your low back. And then maybe nod your head side to side, stretch sides of neck. Return center, and we did our Sphinx on the other side. So from Sphinx, your back extension, I want to bring you a little deeper into your seal position. I'll slide back a little. So again, your hip bones are secure on the mat. It's like your gluteals do engage to help give your spine support, your low back. Avoid scrunching or hiking up your shoulders, and avoid feeling like the low back scrunches too. You want to still feel like that low back has some space in there. You stretch the arms forward and just lift your heart. If this felt like it was making your low back scrunch, you would lower your ribs closer to the mat just to give some more support and pull that low back apart. Stay here and breathe. Abdominals draw in. Your shoulders are relaxed, down away from ears. Your neck stays long. Lift top of head, away from mid-back. Lift mid-back, away from navel. Chest is open. Breathe. Create some space between the vertebra and your spine. And this is actually an energizing position for our spine as we open the front of our spine. And our seal looks different than seal in Pilates. Seal in yoga is much different. Scoop in if you want extra lumbar spine support. One more deep inhale here. And softly lower down. Rock pelvis side to side. Let your back release. Now, once again, take your hands under the shoulders, your shoulders down and back, neck long. Now, slowly press up to your hands and your knees. Now, from your hands and your knee position, I'm going to ask you to strengthen your core, plug your arms into the back of your shoulder girdle. Go ahead and tuck those toes under so you can push the balls of the feet into the mat. Lift heart through arms, pull those shoulder blades to those lat muscles, and just float the knees up and hold for 10. Use your core. 8, 7, your abdominals are strong. 6, and 5, and 4, and 3. Those ribs wrap you. 2 more, and gently release those knees to the mat. We're going to do a little thread the needle. Rotate around your breastbone. Your hips are squared to the mat. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, reach under your bottom arm. Place your shoulder and the side of your head on the mat. Relax shoulder out of ear. That arm just relaxes down on the mat. This other hand could be under your shoulder. Keep space. Or slide this arm over your head and just rock back a little more as those sits bones roll back towards those heels a little more. Just really open up that sideline. Take a few deep inhales and exhales here. Feel the middle part of your spine release, breathing in and breathing out. Really get in to the back. If either one of those sits bones feels higher or unlevel, point them down to the ground away from you. Level out your pelvis, your hips. Even feel a stretch under the armpit, under that fascia, down through those ribs. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Slowly, you're going to take your palm under the shoulder, press all the way up to your hands and your knees. Now, one more time, I'm going to ask you to curl the toes under, press your palms firmly against the mat. You're scooping your core tight to your back. Float those knees up and hold. Lift your heart through the arms. Hold for 10, 9, strengthen your core. 8, 7, keep that spine reaching long. 6, 5, use your core. 4 and 3, breathing in, breathing out. 2, and last time, breathing in, breathing out. Now we're going to rotate, set those knees down. Rotate around your breastbone. Open your heart. Deep inhale. Thread the needle. Reach under this hand that's on the mat. Relax your shoulders, side of neck on the mat, side of head. This hand can stay here. Otherwise, you're going to reach those hips back slightly. Lengthen your spine. Reach this other arm over your head. Making sure bottom shoulders down and back. Breathe. Send the energy back through those sits bones. Breathing in, feel space between your rib cage and your hip bones. Feel space mid-back between your shoulder blades. Breathing in and breathing out. Just get that back to release. Kind of unwind the spine. Get some space in that thoracic spine between those two shoulder blades. One more deep inhale here. Exhale softly, gently release. Slide that hand directly under the shoulder. You're going to press back up to your hands and your knees. Okay, this next one that I want you to do, we're going to come into a little extension, and I'm going to have you come into an upward facing dog. So let's hug in, and we're going to bring our chin, our chest forward, extend your legs long, tops of feet, come onto the mat and just elevate right up, slide forward so you can see me. Your thighs are actively engaged, press those palms away, your core is working, your heart is lifted. Careful, avoid hyperextension of elbows. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Now curl those toes under, and you're gonna slowly press back, and I'm gonna have you just gently keep pressing palms into the mat, and you're gonna gently slide back into the downward facing dog. And just really press those palms away. See if you can just stretch those lower legs. The heels can lift, relax the shoulders. Feel those hamstrings, the back of the calves, the Achilles tendons, the ankles, the hamstrings, everything just stretching apart. Look towards knees. Let's do 5. Lift the heels. Avoid forcing the heels to touch the mat. Just go easy and slow. 3 and 2. And last one. Excellent. Now we're going to come back to our knees. And I'm going to ask you to walk your left knee to the left thumb. Bring it forward on your mat. Square your pelvis so this left hip falls back. So the left hip, the right hip match. Now you're going to go into your swan. Extend this leg straight behind you. Your hips are squared. Stay here and breathe. Going a little deeper into your hip and glute, your quad, your hip flexor. Breathing in, breathing out, lift heart to sky. See what feels right on your body. Flex your front foot, your front ankle. Energetically opening that front hip more. Feel this hip flexor psoas stretching. If it's within your practice and you want to deepen the stretch, come up to your forearms. Pull heart forward so you avoid scrunching your middle back. And if you'd like to go even deeper, if it's within your practice, come all the way down to your forearms, all the way down to the backs of the hands. Maybe make a fist. Bring your mat up to your forehead, maybe with your fist. Stacking one hand on top of the other. Feel how it really gets into that lateral hip and glute. We started stretching our lateral hip and glute, and now we're going deeper into it because of gravity pushing down into it. And we're getting a little deeper stretch in the front of that hip and thigh. As your hips are aligned, facing straight forward. Breathing in, breathing out. Head lengthens away from the bottom of your back. Those ribs expand, those ribs open apart, really stretching your spine longer. One more deep inhale. Exhale softly, gently release. Come back to your forearms. Come back all the way up. Now you're going to curl the toes of your back foot under, lift up your knee. Come all the way into a downward facing dog again. Stretch your palms away from the shoulders. Glide those heels towards the mat. One more time, lift those heels up. Lower those heels down. Press those palms away from the armpits. Scoop the core in. See if you can get those heels a little closer to the mat this time. And 4. And 3, feel that oppositional lengthening energy in your body. Feel that back pull apart and release. 2. And last one, excellent. Slowly, just hold that downward facing dog. Really stretch those legs long. Press heels away. One more deep inhale and exhale. We're gonna come back to our hands and our knees. Now this time, we're just gonna take our right knee to our right thumb. I'm switching sides. And then I'm gonna have you, we did the left, I did the left. I'm trying to do the leg closest to you, to the camera, so that's why I switched directions. I'm gonna take the right knee to the right thumb, and I'm gonna align my 2 hip bones so the right hip pulls back, so there's a straight line across those 2 hip bones. Flex that front ankle. Send this back leg, knee aligned with ankle, so hip, knee, ankle, everything's aligned. And you let that leg go straight out. Keep those hips facing forward and just breathe into the stretch. Going deeper into the psoas, the front of your hip, your glute. Feel this lateral stretch deeper into the piriformis, into your lateral hip and glute. Oof. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep those hips aligned. I have a bird feeder now in the back on the deck, and I love it because there's crows that come every day. Now there's blue jays, there's doves, crows. There's other birds, I'm not sure what they are. And there's a squirrel. And they all kind of hang out there. So now the other birds are hanging out with the crows. First it was just the crows, but now I've seen blue jays with the crows. It's pretty cool. Take a little deeper. If it's within your practice, you're going to come to your forearms. Keep stretching breastbone long. Feel how it immediately goes deeper into that side glute in your hip. Deeper into the front of the other hip flexor. Breathe into the stretch. And then if it's within your practice, you want to come a little bit deeper into your sleeping swan. You could either make a fist with each hand and then relax your forehead as you hip hinge forward. Really go deep into that hip glute, hip flexor, psoas. Breathe. If you have a tighter side, you can use a yoga block under the forearms or under your forehead. You could make a fist with each hand. Relax your forehead on the fisted hands, one over the other. That front ankle foot is flexed. Feel that hip stay open. Protect the knee. The earth is regenerating now because of the rain. It's like renewal. Kind of feel like that right now with our bodies, with just slowing down and breathing. It's renewal. Recharging. Feel the tension ease out of your hip and your glute. One more deep inhale here. And softly, gently take a breath. Come up to your forearms. And take another breath. You're going to come all the way up. Now I'm going to ask you just curl the toes under of your back foot. You're going to lift up the knee. And then one more time, come into a little downward dog. And just stretch your body, oppositional energy. Really stretch those heels away. Pull the heart through the arms. Get those hips to feel like they're equal, they're lengthened. And then just look towards knees for a moment. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more time, you're going to inhale and exhale. Nod your chin, lift up your heels, and slowly scoop your core tight. And you're going to start to do a little flow. Draw your elbows in, pull your heart through. Elevate into an upward facing dog. Those thighs are active. Lift your heart to the sky. And then gently place your knees down. Lower your upper body down to your mat. And now we're gonna go into our bow pose. So I'm gonna ask you, your hip bones stay secure down onto the mat. And then I'm gonna have you reach back, grab your ankle. Really keep the low back feeling like it's elongating. Stretch the pelvis, stretch the tailbone away from you. Now reach back and grab your other ankle. Avoid letting the knees splay sideways out, wider than the hips. Keep them within hip width apart. Now either you're gonna grab your ankles and then you're gonna inhale and then exhale and elevate your heart. And reach and really open up shoulders and chest. Feel the front of those hips release. Really relax those shoulders so they don't feel compacted into the ears or anything. Keep them spaciousness in the neck. Now if you want to go a little deeper, you're going to flex your feet, elevate up. When you inhale, you'll lift a little. When you exhale, you come back down. Keep those knees in alignment with the hips. Stay here and breathe. Inhale, really open up your shoulders and your chest. Open your heart. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Feel core support your low back. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Deep inhale. And exhale softly, gently release. Rock your pelvis side to side. Release your spine. Take your hands directly under your shoulders. Press up all the way. Now let's go into our balasana. You could either do wide stance, where your knees come apart, your big toes come together, you slide back, and you pull heart through the knees all the way to the mat. And I'm not able to do that one today, so what I'll do, see what feels right for you. I'm just gonna curl toes under, bringing my hips back to my heels, and just pulling heart forward and through. Cup. You could take your fingertips like that so you feel a stretch under the armpits more. Maybe put your forehead on a yoga block or down on the mat, whatever feels right for you. Slide those sits bones back behind you and just really open up the hips, the low back. Release your spine from lifting up into an extension. We're just countering it. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Hopefully you feel nice and chill right now. Like you can conquer the world with your mind, but you just want to relax and do nothing instead. Like you're ready for anything. Breathing in, breathing out. One more deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Take those hands under your shoulders. Rise up slowly. Okay, we're going to crisscross our ankles. And then we're just going to come back. Woo! And they're going to lie all the way down on our mat for a little Shavasana, corpse pose. I'm a little dehydrated. I feel it. I went for a run the other day and I didn't check the temperature, of course. I just went out and I noticed that wall of heat that hit my lungs as I went to take a breath. of air. So I ran. I was super hot and I couldn't keep running. I had to stop, catch my breath. I got really out of breath. When it's humid like that, I get out of breath. And when it's 95, it's hot. So I walked a lot. After I ran 30 minutes, I couldn't do it. I was done. So you have to listen to your body. You have to learn to listen to your body. And I walked the rest of the way home. Relax your feet, relax your hands, relax everything into the mat. Let your knees relax, just chill. Let your body take in everything that you just gave it. Just giving your body a second, your mind, your spirit a moment. That's what yoga means, to yoke mind, body, spirit together. It's a journey. Being present. If you wish to stay here longer, press pause. If you're ready to come out, start to wiggle your feet, start to wiggle your fingers, relax your jaw, your mouth, and move your head side to side. Just getting ready to come up to a seated position. All right, we're gonna fold our knees in, take a deep inhale, really stretch long in the spine. Reach fingers overhead, feel like you're stretching your tailbone opposite direction. Inhale, exhale, feel your spine lengthen, and let's turn to our side. And I'm just gonna ask you to press your palm into the mat and come up to a seated position. I'm gonna make pasta for dinner with garlic and broccoli and shred some cheese on top. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna make. I have some protein pasta. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate you so much for joining me. Take a deep inhale, bring hands into Anjali Mudra to your heart center. Hit that notification bell if you're interested in doing more videos with me. Again, I'm Tracy with Downward Dog Rising, and I appreciate you so much. I wish you peace, wish you good things, and I will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, day, evening. If you're a mom, enjoy Mother's Day tomorrow. All right, bye. See you soon. Peace. My hair is weird right now from the little scrunchies in it. Bye.